Hey everybody, Kenny Ducey here for the Action Network, ready to give you two plays for Wednesday's MLB slate. This is Daily Action Picks, and this is April 27th. The first game I'm going to head to is in Texas, where the Astros visit the Rangers, and this total, I don't know if it quite respects the pitchers involved enough. Now, on one hand, we have Christian Javier, who's been excellent this season, while the ERA indicators the last few years, not too kind to Christian Javier. The one thing that he's been able to do is generate swings and misses, well above average whiff rate, and he's coupled that with a decent strikeout rate, as you would expect, and a pretty good ERA against him. He started off very well last year before falling off in the second half. The Astros decided to move him to the bullpen. He starts out without allowing a run this season. They put him back into the rotation. Surely he is better than Jake Odorizzi, and I think he will stick around in this Astros rotation. He's got fantastic stuff. And the Texas Rangers in this specific matchup probably going to have a tough time. They did come back down to earth last night with a run scored off of Jake Odorizzi and the Astros bullpen, and that really is more of what we have seen from Texas. They had a short offensive outburst, but it appears that was just short-lived, and this is also a team that strikes out a little bit too much for my liking, especially against a guy like Javier who can generate those swings and misses. On the other side of this matchup, we have Glenn Otto, and not too many people knew much about Glenn Otto, myself included, coming into the season. He was pretty bad last year in his short major league stint. He was pretty bad in spring training, so you think maybe this guy's a bad pitcher. You dig into it a little bit more, you realize this guy had a 2.92 ERA across all levels in the minor leagues, a 2.65 ERA at AAA, solid strikeouts per nine, around 12. And in his first start of the season, it did come against the A's, but he looked fantastic. He had 5 innings of one-run ball, 2 hits and a walk, 5 strikeouts, a guy who handled his business, a former Yankee farmhand. I think that Glenn Otto can do a good enough job here against the Astros, who are 23rd in runs per game, to really make an impact here. I think we're going to see an under 8.5 runs, as my friend Anthony DeBundo says, there are no runs ever scored in the second half of games, so I'm going to fade the first 5 number in favor of this under 8.5 for the full game. Second game I want to look at, Red Sox Blue Jays. It's going to be a very popular game to bet. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching it. The Blue Jays probably deserve to be favorites. They've hit a little bit better than the Red Sox this year, a little more consistently. They're at home. But these are two pitchers that are pretty crummy. Now, on the one hand, you have Michael Wacha, who has really struggled to find his best stuff for the better part of 5 years. But he's been okay this year. He allowed 3 earned runs through 3 starts. One of those starts did come against the Tampa Bay Rays, a pretty decent offense. And while the 7 walks are concerning for Michael Wacha, it's important to remember Toronto is 28th in walk rate this year. They have not done a good job drawing base on balls. The Red Sox haven't either, but that's really not where Ross Stripling has struggled. He's just simply been terrible. He's allowed a lot of hard hit balls. He has a microscopic 12% strikeout rate. His expected ERA well over 4 runs for a third straight season. Ross Stripling allows a lot of contact, a lot of bad contact, and this season he's not missing bats, which has really made that a glaring weakness. So I think the Red Sox here at plus 125, a little bit undervalued. I'm cautiously buying into what Michael Wacha is selling here, and with the Toronto Blue Jays not so patient at the plate, I do think that Michael Wacha should be able to navigate that lineup, and I think there's a little bit of value here on the Sox as road dogs. That's it for me. You can check out some of our amazing content on the Action Network app. Go ahead and download it. You can also go to actionnetwork.com. You can go to Twitter, where you can find me at Kenny Ducey, and you can also find me right here. You're watching this video right now. I'm talking to you, so you can hit subscribe, or you can leave an angry comment. And as I did in the other video I recorded today, I'll talk to you about it. I'll tell you why Glenn Otto is indeed good. So until next time, so long.